During this presentation, we'll be discussing how to monitor former EL students using ELLevation.
Using ELLevation, we will assign you digital monitoring forms so that you can provide input on students who have met exit criteria and will be monitored for 4 years after their exit date from EL programming. Monitoring former English learner progress is a federal requirement according to the Every Student Succeeds Act, ESSA. Luckily, ELLevation's digital monitoring tool offers us a simple, efficient way to meet the needs of our students. Your submitted monitoring forms is one piece of that student's information that will be reviewed by the EL leadership team in our district. Having all input stored in one location allows us to easily identify and consider if students need additional language support. This year, District 196 is completing monitoring forms beginning in April and ending at the end of the academic year. Monitoring forms will be assigned in April and will be due by June 8th. At the elementary level, classroom teachers will complete the forms. At the middle school level, homeroom teachers will complete the form. And at the high school level, English teachers will complete the form.
You will receive automated email from ELLevation when monitoring forms are assigned. You can follow the link in the email to complete your forms in ELLevation. Good news, you'll only get one email when the forms are assigned. Let's learn more about the monitoring process by watching this brief video.
Complete monitoring forms. Classroom teachers can be assigned digital monitoring forms in ELLevation in order to provide feedback for exited student and EL progress monitoring, or to provide teacher input on things like reclassification readiness and designated support assignments. The Monitoring tab at the top of your screen has an indicator that shows how many upcoming and past due forms you have assigned for the current school year. To access your assigned forms, click the Monitoring tab from any page in ELLevation. On the Monitoring page, you see all of your assigned and completed forms organized by form type and due date. Incomplete forms appear at the top of the page. Upcoming forms appear first, followed by past due forms. To access additional forms, click Show More. Submitted forms appear at the bottom of the page. To fill out your assigned forms, choose a form type and due date and click Open Forms. A queue of incomplete forms will open. Within the queue, forms are organized in alphabetical order by grade. You can track your progress at left as you complete your assigned forms. Key information about the student is accessible at the top of the form. Each form includes one or more questions for you to answer. You must answer all questions marked required in order to submit the form. If your form requires an electronic signature, choose or draw your signature and click Sign As. Once you are satisfied with your answers, click Submit Form at the bottom of the form. You cannot make changes to a form once it has been submitted. When you submit a form, you will have the option to print your completed form or to continue filling out assigned forms.
The monitoring process is simple. Let's review the steps you will take for each round of monitoring we conduct. First, you will access the assigned forms. You will then complete the forms, submit the forms, and have the opportunity to review and print the forms. When providing input on a student's monitoring form, please make sure that your feedback is specific, objective, and focused on the student's language needs. This information is considered part of the student's cumulative record and may be viewed and shared with other key stakeholders.
If you encounter a missing student, have a login question, or see a data discrepancy in ELLevation, you can get help by clicking the orange circle with the question mark in it. This is ELLevation's Help Center. There are articles and videos on a variety of topics that can provide on-demand support, and you can also submit a support ticket. If your school assignment has changed, or you have a question about a district process or the monitoring form, or if you notice something unusual about ELLevation settings, you should contact your district EL lead teachers. In addition, we will be offering office hours during the months of April and May to help anyone who wants support accessing or completing monitoring forms.
We thank you so much for your time and help in this process of completing monitoring forms for students.